to build their own house, but that happens to be within shoreland. And looking at what the model DNR ordinance has, it's actually a lot more lenient than what we have in our code. So this is a really great opportunity for a number of different reasons to remove a lot of the shoreline references that we have in our existing land use tables, which don't exactly align with the model DNRs or the DNR's model ordinance. Then add those tables from the model ordinance to the special districts chapter. And so what we're doing is essentially taking all of what we would have to do, searching across the code to figure out, is one land use allowed in this particular zoning district, and then look at it in shoreland, and then we'd still have to look at it in the special districts land use table to make sure that that matched what was in the land use table for the regular zoning districts. Sometimes it actually did, sometimes it didn't, which sort of resulted in a lot of determinations at the staff level in order to try to figure out how to navigate it. What we're trying to do here is to clean that up, the administration side of it, make it clear for applicants what is and what isn't allowed. So this is the first land use table that we'll add, and this is specific to lake classifications. And then the second table that we have is for river classifications. And I could go back and we could take a look at them, but really the land uses that are in either one are the same. It's really just changing in terms of what's permitted, what's conditional, and what's just not allowed. And different lakes and different streams or different rivers require different levels of touch when it comes to built environment and development. And so that's why that they change based off of the different classifications. In terms of our comprehensive plan, our goals and policies talk a lot about making sort of removing barriers to development that are unneeded or unwarranted. Talks a lot about a balance between government interests and individual property owners. And so what this does is that it's actually pushing us a lot closer to, okay, we're matching the state, and at the same time, we're matching our own comprehensive plan, and we're potentially resulting in a lot more projects being able to be developed within shoreland without going through an additional conditional use permit, or in some cases just not being allowed at all. Sometimes the case. In terms of zoning, it does meet a lot of our criteria to grant this zoning amendment. It's for not just one property, but many properties. The DNR has already issued a conditional approval letter based off of the changes that are in your packet. And so staff is recommending that the Planning Commission forward the proposal to City Council, recommending in favor of the ordinance.
Got it. Thank you, Harry. Do we have questions for Harry on this evening? It is a public hearing, and there is one member of the public, so I'll explain what this is and how it works for us tonight. Everything that comes before the Planning Commission, we follow the same format. There's a presentation from staff, then we'll ask any clarifying questions. When we're done with the questions, then we open up public hearing. People come up one at a time, name, address, company. Public hearing's done, then it comes back up here to us. We'll talk about it. Somebody's going to make a motion to do something, then we eventually vote on said motion. That moves forward to the City Council. We're recommending body to the City Council, then they have the final decision usually Tuesday. That said, is there public input on this one at all? No public input, then we are closing the public hearing. Now we're back up here to the Planning Commission for discussion and ultimately a motion.
Chairman?
Yes.
I just want to commend staff. I think the tables and the presentation of with the uses and the way it's set up to me made a lot of sense. Good job.
Anything else? I just want to jump in real fast too and support Steve that in the last 10 years, it just seems like every, once or twice a year, there was some conflict with our shoreline ordinance and the DNR. And this was a good job to just kind of take the holistic approach and fix the whole thing. So this was.
I too applaud staff for recognizing the need and helping to make it easier instead of being a barrier. So I appreciate that.
Other thoughts?
I'll move to approve.
Steve's got the motion. Tina's got the second to approve the ordinance change language as presented by staff. Motion second. Anything else? We'll vote. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. Done with that. That is the only item on our agenda for public hearings. Is there a request to be heard, Harry? Is there any of this?
Mr. Chair, no, we don't have any requests to be heard, or really any larger items to discuss unless the Planning Commission wanted to talk about something in particular.
And nobody came to us with anything. So then that's going to wipe out routine business, I'm assuming. I know we talked about it last time at board and commission update because none of us are on any boards or commissions anymore, except Charter, which meets once a year. No, I am. I was just but I'm just remembering it right. If anybody was on any other board and commission, I looked this way. That's all it was. Okay, Tina.
I think staff was going to use this opportunity to let us know if there were any city council actions based on what we were. I don't know if you could add the word city council, comma, board and commission updates.
Then Chuck wouldn't forget it every meeting, is what you're saying? Got it.
Mr. Chair, we can look into it. But in terms of any updates from City Council, the City Council retreat is April 29th, I believe. I'm trying to remember when it starts exactly. They do want to talk about housing as a part of their retreat, so that is something that we as staff are trying to put together something sort of relatively accessible, something that's going to be engaging for City Council so that we could talk through some of these potential issues. Planning Commission, that staff, maybe even developers are seeing in terms of constructing housing and just housing in general for Faribault. So.
Okay, thank you. Before I call for adjournment, I was having trouble downloading my packet. Is there a work session tonight, or is this it?
Mr. Chair, no, there's no planned work session.
Is that a motion to adjourn? Mike's got the motion. Tina's got the second. I heard that first. On the motion to adjourn, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.